Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mark.
What what the fuck is up with your voice?
It's bloody St. David's Day. It's the Darcball cast.
Fucking hell, get that out, will we?
You can't help it, mate. You're gassing me.
Every fucking time. It's lavender, mate. It's lavender. And we're off.
Right. Hi, Dan.
Hiya, Mark.
Firstly, happy birthday.
It is my birthday.
It's your birthday today.
Yep.
And it's Pancake Day today.
Is it?
And it's also St. David's Day today.
I haven't had any pancakes.
I haven't. I'm not fussed because I'm a grown-up. So
Was St. David's Day the one where that Welshman stabbed a dragon?
No, that's St. George, mate.
Oh, fucking hell.
Pain.
So what did David do?
He drove the dragons out of Wales.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't
Anyway,
George do that while he was
know.
stabbing?
We'll talk about that later.
All right.
But I got you a present and a card
Oh,
for your birthday.
you didn't have to.
I know I didn't, but I just thought it'd be funny.
Let's have a look what we got. Okay, the envelope just says in big pencil writing,
Find a pen.
ball. Okay.
Oh,
There's a present as well. Should I open the present?
Turn it over. It'll say what it is on the front of it.
Make your own Easter pom-pom, friends. What on earth is this? We'll put a picture of this on the Facebook.
Yeah, well, my plan is that we'll put a picture of what it is on Facebook, and also you have to do it so we could put a picture of your attempt on Facebook as well.
Amazing. You will have this. You will have this by tomorrow.
Because what it is just for our listeners, it's like a little frame, a little cardboard frame. One's a bunny and one's a duck. And then you've got loads of wool and you've got to try and make their bodies out of wool.
I like how you've got to try and make their bodies out of wool. You know what, Mark? If this takes anything longer than 15 minutes, I'm probably not going to do it because I spend enough time on this podcast as it is.
Yeah, but I've already told the listeners you're going to do it. So if you don't, they're going to be let down.
You will have exactly 15 minutes worth of attempt. That's what you will have. I'm going to open the card though.
Open the card. I'm happy with this card.
Amazing.
It's not the normal kind of card you get someone. Oh. Who opens envelopes like that, you fucking monster?
I just kind of ripped the end off.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Mark. It's like I'm opening a fresh...
You absolute nonce.
It's like I'm opening a fresh pack of Match Attacks. You know, there's popular football stickers. Sponsored by Match Attacks. What the fuck, man?
Tell me what's on the card. Describe to the viewers.
There is a stained glass window of Jesus' crucifixion, and above it says, "Remembering the Lord's sacrifice at Easter."
I managed to find you a religious card.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So here we go. It reads.
What does it say printed first?
The print in the middle of the card.
Yes.
It says, "Let us give thanks for the Lord Jesus Christ who gave his life for us with Easter blessings."
And what have I written, Dan?
1 second. Did Jesus know it was Easter?
No, he created it, didn't he?
Oh, okay. He made it.
For when he was on the cross.
Right.
I don't know why I'm pointing.
Like he's up there.
Like, A, there's not a cross in this room, and B, no one can see. But when he was on the cross, what happened was he got so tired because it had been so long since he'd ejaculated that his nads fell off, and that's where we get Easter eggs from.
I thought you was going to say he was so tired up there and he was like, "Oh, just fancy an Easter egg."
No, because like I said, his bollocks fell off.
Oh.
And because of the shape, like all the people who loved him, scrambled to grab them.
And is that where we get scrambled eggs?
So that's where you get scrambled eggs from.
Okay, right.
And then the lucky saints who got them, they painted them brown for all eternity, and then fast forward a few hundred years, someone in France who was good at making stuff out of chocolate tried to recreate Jesus' brown testes
gonads
in beautiful chocolate,
and
that's where we get Easter eggs. The word Easter literally translates from the ancient Aramaic to Jesus sack.
You really are full of shit. So the card reads...
I'd like you to prove that any of that is untrue.
You know what,
You can't, can you?
It's sound logic.
Yeah.
So the card reads, I fucking hate you, and I hope this card paper cuts you to death. Lots of love, Dark. With a little kiss on the end.
Little kiss.
I love this. This is the best Easter card that I've received for my birthday ever. Ever. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much.
What I wrote in there is from the heart as well.
I can tell by the way it was scrawled in pencil.
Do you know, I had so many ideas.
Pencil.
I couldn't find a pen. I had so many. Well, to be honest, mate, I didn't look. A pencil was the closest thing to me at the time.
I thought you wrote it in pencil because it wasn't your first attempt and you wanted to be able to rub it out if you got it wrong.
Yeah, I drafted that message.
I also love like the way that you're just real like fluid with where you use capital letters. I'll just leave that as it is.
So, I mean, I did have other ideas of what first of all, I looked at all the happy birthday dad cards and I was going to write next to the word dad, you don't have her. There was also cards for Papa, which I thought was quite interesting. I was going to do the same with that. But I thought, no, because then that joke's, I don't want to use it too much because it's like beating a dead dad, isn't it?
Oh.
And
look me in the eye and say that. You know what, Mark?
I
if I had a pound for every time you look me in the eyes, I'd have 50p.
I also thought of, instead of writing, I had two ideas. One, psychotic message, which is obviously what I went for.
Yeah.
And two, melt some chocolate in it to make you think I'd shat in it.
Do you remember the card I got you last year for your birthday?
Nah.
Do you not? No. Well, it was a card that originally said, to a wonderful Nan.
Yes.
But if you add one line to the word Nan, it can say man.
I remember.
And do you remember you opened up the card while you were sat with your newborn son? He wasn't newborn. He was probably a little bit older than a newborn at the time.
About half a year.
But half-a-year-old son, and you opened the card above him, and it was full of crushed-up salt and vinegar crisps.
I do remember that, yeah. I also remember the card
moment.
You got me and Sophie for our wedding that had a massive dick inside of it, made out of 5p pieces taped down. And it said, I hope you enjoy this money cock.
We've always been quite creative, haven't we, Mark?
I would have said autistic rather than creative.
Do we have to bleep that word? Are they protected?
What, creative people? Protected? You can't adopt one from the WWF. We're not like tigers and pandas.
Bloody hell, so I don't know if the listeners are able to pick up on this, but we're talking a bit softer, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're talking softly because we're a nice...
Jesus Christ, there's the cat.
We're a nice chilled out podcast now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because
Dan's got an aromatherapy machine on over there and I keep worrying that I'm being gassed.
Well, it's that. It's keeping us calm, keeping us quiet. Yeah. We're speaking softly.
We've got the pop filters back.
Yeah, we don't need to shout.
The last episode without these pop filters.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that,
it was
everyone.
Fucking awful.
For a guy who has a degree in audio production,
that's your lowest
and
point.
Music production. That was the worst decision. It was like in my head I went, why do we even need pop filters anyway? And the next day when I went to edit it, I quickly realised exactly why we use pop filters. Because every p sounds like absolute shite without one of these.
Ass, yeah.
Ear cancer. Go on then, Mark. What have you been up to?
What have we been up to? We went. Me and Sophie went away for a few days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Kids were alive when we came back, which was nice.
Good.
We went to Whitby.
Whitby. See any vampires?
No, but I tell you what, they don't have milk it.
Oh yeah,
fucking hell, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Just cartons of vampire milk just on everyone's porch.
We went to Whitby Abbey, and in the gift shop, and obviously like in the museum bit, it talks loads about how Bram Stoker's Dracula was written about Whitby. Well, no, it's not. There's a bit of it takes place in Whitby. None of it happens at Whitby Abbey, though, in the book.
Does it not?
No.
Fucking hell.
It mentions Whitby Abbey, saying that it's in the, it's just there.
Right.
Nothing happens at Whitby Abbey.
Fucking hell. I've not read the book, but I assume
I have.
I assume vampire doth be sucking on the bloods.
Every now and then he has a bit of he partakes.
He has a drink.
Yeah, it partakes. but unfortunately, with our trip to Whitby, nothing funny or interesting happened. It was
Great.
just a nice, relaxing. Well,
We've ruined my day.
I suppose one funny thing happened.
Okay.
We went for a drink in the hotel bar, and bless her, the barmaid were lovely, but she were quite young.
Right.
And I'm not sure she's ever seen a bar before. Because I asked for a pint of Black Sheep Best Bitter. Yeah, because I'm an old man.
Okay.
And Sophie asked for a double Arches on lemonade. Now, behind this girl, there were 3 shelves with bottles. So she started looking at the bottom shelf, backwards and forwards, looking backwards and forwards. Me and Sophie can immediately see the Arches is on the top shelf. And so she's going, what was it? What was it called? And we were like, Archers, love.
Yeah, very common.
She was like, oh, okay, wait there. She's looking. It's on the top shelf. It's what? It's on the top shelf, love. Don't know, what was it? Archers? Yeah, Archers. On the top shelf.
And do you reckon she was pissed?
And she carried on looking at the bottom shelf. And I was like, no, top shelf. Top.
We can see it.
So she went to then look at the middle shelf.
Oh, my God.
And she was like, wait, what was it? Archers. Yeah, Archers. Top shelf. Archers.
Maybe she's just not aware of the hierarchy of shelves.
Maybe. And then eventually we managed to get her to the top shelf and she's looking. I said, it's behind the bottle of Gordon's gin. She was like, Gordon's gin? Which one's that one? I was like, it's the only green bottle up there. And she was like, yeah, it's behind it. You see, right? If you find the green bottle... And she was like, oh, this one, yeah. It's behind that. She puts her hand on a bottle of Malibu.
Oh, my
God. No, not Malibu, because it doesn't say Archers on it, does it? Now, you see, that would be the right bottle if it said Archers instead of Malibu, but it doesn't. The bottle next to that, the one that says Archers, is the bottle that you want.
In situations like that, don't you just wish it was like a fairground hook-a-duck situation? Where they just hand you a stick with a hoop on the end and you hook your ball?
I think by that point, I was so fed up that I'd have drunk radioactive waste if she'd have given me that in a glass. Honestly, when she gave me my pint, there was about 2 inches of head on it as well. And normally, under any other circumstances, I'd have gone, can you top that up a bit, please?
Yeah.
But I was just, what, I'll take it. Don't give a fuck. Yeah, just give me the fucking.
If she'd have waited any longer, you would have been sucking the alcohol out of the mats.
Only fucking longer, I'd have died of thirst.
I went to Nottingham with my lovely lady.
You did. You went to Nottingham, didn't you?
Yeah, just
we
booked there to go for go see a band.
A gig that never happened.
Yeah, they was postponed, and we managed to get a refund for everything, but the hotel. But we could reschedule, so we just did for around my birthday.
Yeah,
and
makes sense. That's a good mature decision.
The trip was great. Everything was great, but the journey back was horrendous. And I knew that everything went wrong when I let my girlfriend pick the seat. And there was nothing inherently wrong with this seat, but
it wasn't the seat's
do you know
fault.
When the stars align, but in the worst possible way? So we sit down, and within about 10 seconds, a man that he must have been at least 40% piss sat down. Like, it was fucking stagnant. It was
40% piss,
mate. It was rancid, and he sat down and okay, the smell, fair enough. I could cope with a bad smell, but he then proceeded to start shouting at the train.
At the train?
At the actual train. No one in particular. He was shouting at the train. He kept banging the arm of his seat, going, "Come on, you bastard!" Amazingly, Mark, we managed to get an audio recording of this, which I will put over the end of this podcast.
I can't wait to
It's
hear
going
that.
to be interesting. Okay, this isn't even the worst bit.
Right.
So after we left the station, he fell asleep, and we was worried he was going to miss his stop. So we get to Lincoln, and the ticket inspector comes, and he wakes him up, and he goes, "Oh, mate, this is your stop. You got a ticket to Lincoln." And he's like, yeah, all right. But he doesn't move. And the guy's like, come on, you've got to go. Like, we're holding up
train.
We're holding up with the train. So about 5 minutes go by and they're like, we're going to have to go. And he was like, no, I'll just stay on to Grimsby. So he's like, okay. So they leave him to it. God knows why. He's like, why was he flexible on that? Can you imagine getting on a train? You get to the place you paid for, and then you just go, fuck it, I'll keep going.
Maybe he knew that he wanted to be in Grimsby anyway.
He still had to pay, Mark. The guy came back and he had to pay. So he paid.
So that's foiled his
He
plans
paid
right
and then
there.
he went back to sleep for a bit, right? And this is where it took a turn for the very worst.
Right.
He wakes up and he sits there for a second. He starts making a noise and he just coughs up blood. Now, this man had long hair and a beard, Mark. And by the end of the journey, it looked like he was just bleeding from the mouth. His grey beard was red. And I was like, oh my God. So we ended up getting up and moving when he dozed back off because I didn't want to sit next to a corpse. I've not done it so far in my life. I've made it to 25, quarter of the way. And I've not sat next to a corpse
Do you
yet.
think you're going to live to 100?
Well, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I'm pretty healthy. I eat good. I exercise. But I don't sit next to people coughing up blood very often.
Well, that is a very good
I think
point.
I've probably lost 5 years just from the piss smell alone.
I mean, none of us are going to make it to 100 because World War III, isn't it?
Oh my God, don't. It's a very real possibility.
I know.
Let's not bring everyone down with it, but what's your take?
What's my take?
Yeah.
Just a bit shit, innit?
Bad, innit? You know what? I'm going to solve this once and for all. Oi. Stop it, Russia. Come on, you've had your fun. Put the guns away. Go home.
Mama put my guns in the ground. Well, interestingly enough, we've had a request from a fan.
Oh my!
Because I put a status up saying, "Oh, is there anything you want us to talk about?" And someone said, "Maybe politics. Talk about Putin,
right? And
how we would make the world better."
How we would make the world better. Okay.
And he also said new inventions, but I feel like we do that every week now, don't we? At the end of the podcast. We could
do a new invention.
Well, we do it. We have our technology corner, don't we?
When we come to technology corner, we're going to do something to prevent war.
Prevent war, right? Okay. But I don't think we could talk about politics because I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Do you think we could pretend? Could pretend we know politics?
Yeah.
So what I think is, look, the Liberals are getting a bit loose, aren't they?
Bloody shits.
I think the Conservatives could probably do with being a little bit less strict.
Possibly, yeah. I think some of the taxes at the minute go too far.
Yeah.
And also funding for public schools as well isn't as high as
don't
it
you
could
get me
be.
started on them Tories? Like, why are they always touring?
I know. It's just
what's that about?
Do you know what I've always wondered about politics?
Go on.
Is that a plural word? Is there one politic?
I assume that what we're doing now constitutes as one politic, but because lots of people do it, it's
There's
politics.
always more than one politics.
Yeah, it's always plural.
So he also asked us how would we make the world. Oh shit! This is not the
Careful
mic.
there, man.
Sorry,
I called you Mike.
Was it called me Mike?
I just went careful there, Mike. Sorry, man.
Or you were talking to the microphone.
I feel like I might not have called you Mike. I might have called you Mark and just made a fool of myself in front of the listeners.
So he also said how we make the world better. So let's combine it, right? So how would you make the world better if you were the Prime Minister? You wake up tomorrow, you're Prime Minister Dan.
Yep.
First thing you do to make everything better.
So we spent 2 years under COVID rules. I'd reverse all that. Everyone must be out for 2 years. You know? And
you're not allowed home.
Yeah. And instead of everyone being vaccinated, you had to go to the doctors and they have to take away your vaccines.
You have to suck it back out.
Yeah, they just stab it
How does
into
that make stuff better, though?
It's equilibrium, mate. Swings and roundabouts.
Okay.
We need to put the balance back. Everything's been...
So everything's been tipped
the wrong way.
Knocked out of balance.
Yeah. I just think it might help.
So you're saying that because obviously, like basically an eye for an eye kind of situation.
Yeah.
So we've all been inside for 2 years, so let's all be outside. For 2
we could
years.
make everything become what I would like to call the newer normal. And all the houses and stuff, instead of everyone being trapped inside, we'll just move all like the furniture outside. Kind of like turning the house inside out.
Yeah, like a nice community kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'd do?
You're just not allowed in. Like instead of looking out your windows, you're looking in at your empty house.
Tell you what I'd do if I woke up as Prime Minister, I'd ban avocados.
Why?
Because they're just stupid, aren't they? I've never tried one. I never will. Right?
You don't eat anything green though, do you?
Yeah, when stuff's gone off.
All right, fair.
Mint. I eat mints.
Oh, mint.
There you go. No, it's just annoying me because it's one of them trendy foods, isn't it? No one likes avocado. They just go, what do you want for breakfast? Oh, can I have some avocado on toast? Fuck off.
I don't mind avocado.
Can I have some smashed avocado on What?
I'd improve avocado by just taking out that ball of non-edible
seed
hardness in the middle. Yeah,
the seed.
That's what they're called, seeds.
So yeah, but that's what everyone does.
No, but I'd grow them without it.
Why?
So then I could eat it easier.
It's not the worst bit though. The worst bit of the avocado
is the avocado.
It's the audience. It's like football, isn't it? The worst thing about football.
It's the fans.
The fans. So the worst thing about avocados are the dickheads who eat them. He goes, oh yes, I love avocado. I have it with everything. Piss off. Piss the fuck off.
It's like
I'd also implement my World War III warning system.
Okay.
Because for me, World War III will not start, and I will not be scared until I see Vladimir Putin riding shirtless on the back of a bear with an AK-47 in each hand.
Yeah.
Into Kiev.
Because
when I see him doing that, then I'll shit myself.
I don't think that's unlikely.
The man's a mentalist.
Yeah, but he's also kind of jacked, isn't he? He's kind of ripped.
Oh yeah, he's a proper
strong.
For want of a better term, a man's man.
Yeah. Well, maybe we shouldn't be bigging up Putin on this.
Oh no, he's a fucking mentalist. Do you know he's been in power for 22 years, Dan?
Hell.
That's heavy.
God.
And because that's so heavy, I've got a story.
Okay.
That I think might cheer us all up.
You start every story with that. It's like you're remembering it. No, like the amount of long pauses I have to cut out of this podcast because you go like that. You do that and then you pause a bit and then you start.
It's my ting. So this happened a while ago. Mm-hmm. It didn't involve me, but it involved my cousin of mine and her friends. Okay. So my cousin and her friends and their family went away for the day.
Okay.
To Flamingo Land.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know if it's still open now, but for any non-UK listeners, because your vape's turned itself off.
It's not a vape. It's a
room
humidifier.
Vape. Your room is vaping,
or is it?
No, it is a humidifier because this room is wet as fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
so they went. So any non-UK listeners, Flamingo Land was a theme park in England land, with it also had like a zoo in it, basically, right. And it was terrible. I don't know if you ever went, Dan, but it was just shit.
Kind of glad
proper shite.
No, I was too poor.
I only remembered going once, and all I remember is that it was infested with wasps.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so my cousin and her friend and their family, they go to Flamingo Land,
right?
And one of the kids who they go with, he's deeply autistic,
right?
Bless him. And all day he's been obsessed about going on the log flume. So I want to go on the log flume. On the log flume. And they've gone, well, let's leave it till last, because you'll get wet and you don't want to walk around wet all day. Right. And so he goes, yeah, all right, nice one. So end of the day comes and they go, right, let's go on the log flume then. And he goes, no, I don't want to now. And they go, well, you've been looking forward to it all day. No, I don't want to. I don't want to go on the log flume. Well, they go, well, all right, well, we're going to go on it. So you stay there.
Right.
And we'll be back in a few minutes. And they go, okay then. So they go on the log flume and they come back and they notice that he's piss wet through.
Right.
And they think, well, that's odd, but we're leaving, so let's just think nothing of it and just get in the car and go home. So they go back to the car, and they try to take his backpack off him to put it in the boot. And he's adamant that he will not have his backpack taken off him. He wants to keep it with him, and he must have it in the car.
Okay, right.
And they were like, okay, well, whatever. Keep your backpack. It doesn't matter. Fine. Grand scheme of things, it's not important.
Yeah, it's all right.
So they get in the car. About halfway home, they notice him in the back seat, and he's wrestling with his backpack. He's doing something. Something's going on back there with his backpack, and they don't know what it is. So they stop, pull the car over. They go, what you got back there in the backpack? And he goes, nothing. What have you got in that backpack? There's nothing. So they get out the car. They go and take his backpack. Do you want to have a guess what he's got in it?
A flamingo.
Close. It's a live penguin.
Fuck right off.
Nope. It is a 100% live penguin. He waited until they went on the log flume. He must have seen the penguins early in the day and thought, I want one of them. And then he waited until he was on his own and they went on the log flume, snuck into the penguin enclosure, nabbed one, put it in his backpack and fucked off with it.
Fuck off.
What was he hoping was going to happen when he got... They had to ring Flamingo Land and gone, look, we're about so long away with, we're really sorry, but our son's stolen a penguin. And then they had to take it back.
Oh my God.
How amazing is that?
That's amazing. Penguin friendship.
Penguin friendship.
Penguin theft. That's what he was hoping for.
I had a weird thought the other day.
Aren't all of your thoughts weird?
That is a very good point, but I don't know where this came from. It's sort of... Do you ever sort of just sometimes have things that just drift into your head and you can't get it out of your head?
Yeah, I'm for the next week, I don't think I'm going to be able to stop thinking about the child who stole a penguin. To be honest.
So this thought sort of popped into my head, and it now lives there. I can't get out of my head.
Rent free.
That's
what people say nowadays.
It lives in my head rent free.
Lives in my head rent free.
I was trying to avoid that because I don't want to.
I kind of like it.
I do too, but I don't want to be. I don't want to fit in, man. So. Right, bear with me.
Okay.
Because I'm going to ask you a question.
Right.
And I don't think you'll ever be the same.
You asking me questions on this podcast?
Yeah. And I don't think you're ever going to be the same.
Okay.
Crabs.
Is that the question? Because, dude, you said that with a question mark on the end.
No, I didn't. Crabs, right? Do they think that fish are like birds?
Birds of the sea.
When we walk around on the ground and look up, we see birds. When crabs walk around on the ocean floor, they look up, they see fish. A fish birds to crabs.
There is no answer to this.
I need to know. I need to know. If you're out there, if you are a crab or know of a crab, please email it. Ask the crab, or if you know the answer, email in. Do crabs think fish are birds?
Email in even if you're crab adjacent.
Yeah,
like
if
lobster.
You're near a crab.
Sure. Oh, okay.
If you're near a crab. So, it's a special St. David's Day Wikihow.
Woo.
So, just in case you're not aware, St. David is the patron saint of Wales.
Yep.
Which is a tiny, insignificant country attached to England.
We don't have any Welsh listeners, so we can say this.
No, it's fine. And my ex-wife lives there, so. Today's WikiHow is how to speak with a Welsh accent.
I just squashed you down.
So if you're looking to take on a Welsh role or otherwise act the part, you may be wondering how to get the accent just right.
Oh no!
So rather than
this is awful.
Rather than listening to Welsh people speak and trying to emulate it.
Oh my god!
You've come to Wikihow to read up on it.
To read.
This is
the accent.
Maybe this is how deaf people do it.
Do you know what I can't stand? In books where the person tries to write in an accent, because it never reads properly.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Oh, especially when why write a Scottish character?
There's a lot of that in Dracula.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
Right. Number 1. Stretch out vowels and lengthen them. For example, in the sentence, Jane, how's it going? You would say, Jane, how's it going?
Going. Because that's a vowel, isn't it?
You sounded like a fucking robot.
Jane.
You sounded like Johnny Five Alive for fucking Short Circuit.
How's it?
So it'd be like, Jane, how's it going?
Fuck off, that was nearly it. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's because I'm good.
Jane.
So do not stretch it out for more than half a second, but this is a crucial aspect of performing a convincing Welsh accent.
Oh, so I did it for way longer than half a second.
Yeah, you are Jane. How's it go?
I tell you what, some days I feel like that's how long half a second
You
is.
sound like a fucking foghorn.
Oh no.
So,
a Welsh foghorn.
By the way, I hope you're taking notes because I want you to try and speak in a Welsh accent after this.
Got to elongate them vowels by half a second.
Elon Musk them vowels. Number 2.
Okay.
Speak in a sing-song manner. I realise,
Jane, how's it going?
I realise full well that I did air quotes around sing-song and no one will know.
Well, I saw it. I saw it.
I know, but this podcast isn't for you, Dan.
Oh, I thought that's why we did it.
The Welsh accent is very notable for its sing-song nature. Every few words exaggerate and draw out the vowels significantly in order to replicate this. Even when exaggerating the words, don't draw out the vowels for too long. About 1 second.
1 second
is too long.
Oh, too long. All right. I was about to say, don't you change the rules on me. I've just memorised rule number 1.
So you've got between half a second. But so
about half.
Your vowels should be about half a second, and then every now and then, one word should be between half a second and a full second.
I don't think. Okay, so I can't imagine how I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and have a go at the end once I've learnt the other ways, because it's just going to sound horrible at this point.
So, number 3, change I sounds.
Oh, no.
So, when pronouncing the I sound in words such as doing, going, pit, and lit, the I sound becomes reminiscent of an E, as shown in step 1, where going is pronounced goen. In the sense that the O is stretched out and the ing suffix is said N. Or, can I have a bit of that, please? Becomes, can I have a bet of that, please? I'm reading exactly how it's written there.
This is awful. I'm so nervous because
you're going to offend all the Welsh.
No, I don't think I'm going to offend them, but I just feel like this is going to be incredibly awkward when I have to try and do this.
Yeah, no, I can't wait, man. So there you go. So change I's to E's.
N.
Yeah. So instead of ing, it's N.
N.
So
right.
Doen.
Goen.
Lit would be let.
Right. Okay. I'm with you, Mark. We're doing it. Am I Welsh yet?
We don't know, mate. We'll see.
Oh, I hate this.
Number 4, slur certain letters.
Oh, God.
Some letters are slurred. For example, H and F are often skipped or slurred, where have becomes av and of becomes of. I don't know the difference there. It's written OF, of becomes OV, of.
Of.
This is not for all letters, though. So do this only with H and F and other soft letters.
What, this is...
Do not do this with vowels. I love the vowels, do the Welsh.
How can you do it with a vowel?
You shouldn't.
Oh, good. Good, I'm glad we don't have to, because I can't comprehend how I would.
Right, so you know Y sounds?
Yeah.
Get rid. Step 5, drop Y sounds.
Yeah.
So Y sounds are also frequently dropped. So instead of saying, tell Jake the news, you say, tell Jake the ooze.
Wait, what? Wait.
Because obviously there's a Y, isn't there? Like, news. So instead of news, it would be ooze.
Wait.
I don't know where the N's gone, though.
Tell Jake the ooze.
Why did it
go from news to being like some slow-moving liquid? What the fuck?
Do this for both Y sounds, and then in brackets it just says yods.
Yods.
And the actual letter even in the word use. So can I use that versus can I ooze that?
Why have they got an obsession with ooze?
Why can't they just talk like us?
No, I don't think the problem is their accent. I think the person writing this has been misinformed.
They've never met a Welsh person or heard a Welsh people speak.
Fuck?
So number 6, roll the R sound.
I can't roll my R's.
You've got to.
The neighbours are going to be like, what the fuck is going on up there?
So R sounds have a very slight roll to them, but it's very easy to roll the R too much. So it's bright. So triple R, where you'd roll it, is the way it's written.
I can't do this.
Would be too much. So going bright would be too much, as you'd only roll it for a split second, as in bright.
Bright.
Bright. Bright.
But
bright.
I can't do that.
You must.
Oh my lord.
But still enough that you do not pronounce it bright. Very similar to rolling the R once. So this is an interesting one. Use common Welsh phrases.
Yeah.
So these are anything from... This word is spelt C-W-T-C-H. Not a fucking vowel in it.
C-W...
But it's pronounced cutch.
Fuck.
Why is it, right, that all these steps so far have been telling us to lengthen the vowels, and then the first Welsh word it gives us doesn't have a vowel in it?
It's because I lengthened them too long, so they've taken the privilege away.
Yeah, you've used them all up. So, cutch means hug. So you'd say, give me a cutch. Or other phrases like, now in a minute. A lot of Welsh people say this, and it means I will do it, just not now, so leave me alone.
That's my response to anytime someone asks me to do anything. Look, I'll do it, just not now, so leave me alone.
Yeah. Or what you could say is just, now in a minute.
Now
think of the time you'd save.
Wait, what's that? Now
in a minute.
Now in a minute.
Can't wait for it.
I can't.
It's final step.
I can only imagine it once you've said it.
It's final step
right,
then.
Okay,
so
okay.
Change and repeat some words. Similarly to German, sometimes Welsh people, rather than saying I am very tired, will say I'm very tired, I am, or I'm thirsty, I am. This is the same with I do. For example, instead of I do like that, many Welsh people say I like that, I do.
They're like happy Yoda.
I like that, I do. So there you go. That's your crash course on the Welsh accent. So come on, give me some Welsh talk, Dan.
I'm very hungry, I am. Not very Welsh you are. I was a pirate at the end. Wait.
You were very Yoda-ish there.
Give me something to say.
Hello, my name is Dan. This is the Darcball cast.
Hello.
This is. Hello. How was your day?
Dude.
I believe you have a letter for me.
I can't do it.
My name is Mr. Burns. Hello, I'm Dan. This is the Darcball cast.
Oh, my Lord.
No, that's not it.
Right, so let's go over the rules. I've got to elongate
let's run
my vowels
down quick. So
I've got to elongate my vowels by half a second.
Half a second. So
I've got to be
stretch out
slightly...
the vowels, speak in a sing-song manner, change the I sounds, slur certain letters, drop the Ys, roll the Rs, use common Welsh phrases like cwtch for some reason, and change and repeat some words.
Oh, good God. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you say yours. Say yours. Say like, hello, I am Mark, and this is the Darcball cast.
So no, I'm not.
So
I'm not giving you the
idea.
answer. I'm not giving you the answer. You should know from the Wikihow.
Hello. I don't think I can, Mark.
You must.
Hello. I'm Dan.
You fucking Irish. I'm Dan.
I veto this.
No, you can't.
And this is the Darcball cast. Right. There's war. War's happening.
What a great way to
This is what happens when you let me start a segment.
There's a bloody war going on.
It's not looking good. Let's not dwell on it, though.
Not if you're a Ukrainian.
Because today, we're going to prevent war. We're going to come up with...
We're a bit late.
It's the Darcball Technology Corner.
Yeah, boy.
And here we are.
Maybe this week it should be the Darcball World Peace Corner.
Yeah. The corner of world peace.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I hope you're listening, the world leaders.
So I've come up with an elegant solution, or prevention. You know, because they say the best solution is prevention.
Exactly.
Yeah, stop it happening altogether.
Yeah.
So it's quite good actually. Easter's coming up, isn't it?
So I hear.
Easter's coming up. We've spoken about Easter already today.
We have.
So what better time for my invention to come into play? Because my invention is Easter eggs.
Right. Gonna stop you. Just gonna love it.
Right.
Love everything about it so far.
Okay.
The pitch is going really well. I think you know it's going really well as well. I can see the confidence.
Yeah.
You know, glinting off your hair. It's great. I hate to be the one to tell you, but I have a feeling Easter eggs have already been invented. We did discuss this earlier as well. You know why? You know where the origin of the Easter egg.
Yeah, when Jesus came down and handed
He didn't
us...
come down, no, because he was on the cross, wasn't he, and his bollocks fell out.
Oh, fuck, I'm thinking of another story. Signs. Remember that M. Night Shyamalan film? Where the aliens came down?
I didn't watch it to the end.
It's fine. It was the spooky bit was at the end when you saw the alien.
Spoilers?
Oh, shit, no, you saw Jesus.
Oh, that guy.
Anti-spoilers.
Love that guy.
So, yeah.
So you've reinvented the Easter egg.
It's a modification to a pre-existing product because...
Okay, so it's just the word invented then.
No one can resist an Easter egg, can they?
Diabetics.
That's fine. I mean, it's got a similar kind of solution really to how this one's going to pan out.
Is it a final solution?
So these Easter eggs are very much like, you know, Kinder eggs. The solution is within. So what we do is we get a bit of an inkling that there's going to be a war. So Putin's there and he's like, oh, I'm getting pissed at things. Oh, Jesus. And then we'll send in the Easter eggs, right? So it'll come in a nice little box and it'll say special treat, special Russian treat thing inside. And he'll go, oh, I can't wait to get in there. Cracks it open. The gas comes out. It's a sedative. And that's what, right? gives us enough time to go in there and tell him to stop.
Right, okay. So what you've invented is a chocolatey Trojan horse.
That's the one. Oh, my God. And it's called the Trojan egg. You've named it for me there.
So it's kind of basically, to prevent World War III and an international incident, you've decided to drug world leaders.
Sedate is the term I would rather use.
That's fine. Okay, so I kind of get that.
Yeah.
That's,
it's good. It works.
So your idea is basically to, air quote, sedate, end air quote, then sneak into wherever they were when they opened the...
Look, Mark,
the gaseous Kinder Egg.
What you don't understand about me is I'm quite agile.
So you would be going in?
I think I could.
So when Putin opens his gassy Kinder Egg and the gas knocks him out, when he wakes up, you're there.
Yeah, because I delivered the egg.
Ah, so you're the egg delivery man. So you're posing as the egg delivery
man. Believe it or not, I can be quite charming.
I don't believe it.
Let me charm you.
Go for it.
What wonderful beard you is.
All the better to keep my chin warm, my dear.
So yeah, I'm there.
Like
I'm dressed up as like a DPD driver or something.
Well, no, because then he'd never get it, would he?
Yeah, he would. They're diligent, aren't they?
Diligent.
So like,
one of the D stands for diligent.
Oh yeah. Oh what? I've put it in your bin that was out for collection that day. Do you know what I mean? Didn't want you missing your parcel, so I diligently put it in the bin.
Okay, so what's it? What did we say it was called?
The Trojan egg.
The Trojan egg. Okay, so mine's, it's kind of a similar vein, but it's also kind of not. Mine's to do with getting stressed out world leaders to chill out.
Right.
So, so picture, if you will. Have you ever seen Wallace and Gromit? Where they go to the moon, and there's that weird
Day Out.
There's that weird sentient fridge that for some reason it's just living on the. I tell you what, when I was a kid, that thing scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, absolutely terrified of that thing. I was, but anyway, I digest. So picture that. That's kind of what I'm working off. It's a grill on wheels.
Okay. Right, a grill on wheels.
A grill on wheels.
I'm in.
Okay, there you go. Done. No one asked for it.
The wheelie grill.
The wheelie grill. So what happens is, let's use Putin as an example.
Yeah.
He sat there, he's annoyed because, I don't know, he's run out of beetroot or something. Or his shipment of potatoes is late. Or
democracy's just got out of hand.
Yeah, something like that. He's run out of innocent neighbours to subjugate and oppress. And he's just getting really stressed, and he's thinking, do you know what? I'm getting so fucking angry, I'm going to have to invade a country. Someone close to him who thinks, right, this is getting out of hand, I'm gonna order him a wheelie grill. Wheelie grill. The wheelie grill turns up.
Delivered by yours truly.
Well, no, because it's an automatic thing.
Okay.
It's personless.
Mate.
Because you know how much he doesn't like people.
You try to put me out of a job?
Yes. Well, no, because you've got your Trojan egg.
Got bills to pay.
You got your Trojan egg.
Yeah, but side hustle, I deliver grills. You know?
Okay, we'll find something for you to do. It's fine. Okay. So the grill turns up at his door.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little feature is there's a little screen on the grill that tells Senor Putin exactly how far that grill has travelled just to be with him. Okay.
Oh, well, that's quite settling, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So you think this grill has travelled all this way just to be with me?
Yeah.
It's very nice. And
it's like the alternate ending to the Proclaimers song, isn't it?
Yeah. They actually make it in the end.
Yeah, they made it there.
And then it makes pancakes.
Oh, pancakes.
Automatically. And
Pancake day,
yeah, exactly. And that automatically chills you out, doesn't it? You know, pancakes, and there's a full bar of things you can put on top.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a sliced beetroot, potatoes.
You don't want to fire them up again.
You know, vodka, nuclear weapons, that kind of stuff. And then, because even you feel special because your grill's travelled so many thousands of miles to get to you. You feel chilled out because you've had some delicious pancakes, but you've still got a bit of aggression.
Right.
So every night, while it's still with you at the very stroke of midnight, it prints out a piece of paper that just says the word fuck on it. And then what you do is you take out that little bit of hostility you've still got left on that paper and you just rip it the fuck up.
Oh, God.
Therefore getting rid of your last little bit of pent-up hostility.
Yeah, isn't that like a...
And then you're all chilled out, you've had your pancakes.
You're all grilled out.
You feel loved because of how far it's come. You've got rid of that tiny bit of aggression by ripping up the piece of paper that it prints out at midnight. And that's it. And when like someone goes, "Oh, Vlad, weren't you thinking of invading Ukraine yesterday?" And he goes, "Don't know what you're on about, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. I never want to invade Ukraine. Yeah. It's a lovely country. I have friends there.
I'm not invading Ukraine. What are you talking about?"
By the way, that was a perfect Welsh accent. So that's
what's it called?
The wheelie grill.
The wheelie grill.
The wheelie grill, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'd have called it. By the end, I'd have called it the chill grill.
The chill grill. That would, yeah. I mean,
that
we can workshop names. That's fine.
So, has it got a jingle?
I was just about to ask you. Yeah, of course it has.
Yeah,
of course it's got a jingle. It goes. I don't need help. It's fine. It goes
something that captures the essence of war. Really, something real emotional. You got this.
I got this. And I would grill 500 miles, and I would grill 500 more, just to be the grill who grilled 1,000 miles to make pancakes at your door. No war.
Amazing.
Wheelie grill. There you go.
That's it.
Another one down. Episode 21.
21.
It's
the end of the episode now.
Quick disclaimer. Obviously, we've spoken about St. David's Day and St. Pancakes Day a lot. That is the day we're recording, so when you're listening to this, it will not be St. Pancake Day or St. David's Day, so please don't try and celebrate along with us, because you'll look a fool.
Yeah, pancakes are only allowed on one day.
Yeah, one day, yeah, and then the rest of the year it's crepes.
That's the rules.
Big thank you to everyone out there listening, it really does mean the world. And in celebration of St. David's Day, we're going to do our sign-off in Welsh accent.
Welsh accent, not the weird made-up language.
So no one asked for it.
No one needed it.
But this was it.
It was the Darcball. It's not even close.
Fuck off.